Welcome to the Juice Radio Talk Show. 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 Reality TV, church reviews. Let's talk happy love and marriage lifestyle. Come and talk with us. Come and share with us. Come and laugh with us. Come on and pray with us.
Regina, Clovis, special guest. You should be following your lead. Bless. Subscribe on YouTube. Listen on podcasts. We live on IG and Facebook. This episode is sponsored by Truth and Triumph Ministries.
Hey, everybody. We are back. Look at this picture. They got him, you guys. All right, so here's an update of a story that I had on my channel earlier. If you didn't see the first one, go on over to my YouTube channel and check this out. This is part of our financial series that I'm doing. I'm giving information about these squatters. Listen, these landlords have been going through a lot with squatters, especially after the whole situation happened with this lockdown that we just all had recently. But this story, thank you, T.D. McCullum, for sending this to me. There is an update on this story. The gentleman that you see, well, he's not a gentleman, the man on the screen here you see has been arrested. And mind you, I have to say, he looks quite different when they arrested him than he does on this photo right here. But let me go ahead and share this video with you guys. They have arrested him. I'm so glad that they did this. I'm so glad there's a new information that you landlords need to be aware of, because this squatter was in her home for, I think, a couple of weeks or so, a few weeks, and she got him out faster than the eviction process. She didn't even have to go through eviction process to get him out, you guys. Okay, landlords, listen up. There's some information and tools you need to know about. There is a form called an intruder affidavit. Intruder affidavit. You can Google it. Talk to your lawyers about it. This is what Dahlia is the name of the Army officer whose property this is. This is what she used, and she was able to get this guy out of her house without having to go through the eviction process, you guys, and she got him out fast. She was diligent. She made sure that she didn't give up. She was like, oh no, I'm going to make changes. And I'm glad she did, because now we have learned from some of the things that she did. For you other landlords can start doing the same thing. Talk to your attorneys today, or go online and Google. I went online and I did Google intruder affidavit. You can Google it. Make sure that you have it in your state. This property here is in Georgia. I did Google Georgia, and Georgia has this intruder affidavit. You guys may want to go ahead and use this, okay? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share this video with you guys so you can see this story, okay? Let's run this real quick.
Date to a Channel 2 Action News investigation. A local Army officer is back in her DeKalb County home tonight, a week after we told you about how a squatter had moved in and was living in her place. Well, the woman's crediting Channel 2 consumer investigator Justin Gray for getting her back in her home. And Justin with us, and that squatter is now behind bars.
Well, Justin, normally homeowners are told they have to go through the eviction process, which can take months. That's what Lieutenant Colonel Dahlia Duray was initially told by DeKalb police earlier this month. But after our Channel 2 Action News story aired, the DeKalb Sheriff's Office contacted her and said they will circumvent that process with something called an intruder affidavit.
If it wasn't for Channel 2, Justin Gray, I wouldn't be here today, and I'm truly grateful.
Look at all the stuff pulled out of this DeKalb County house. The alleged squatter, Vincent Simon, had only been in the home a matter of weeks, but you can see he had really moved in. Even his dogs had to be carted out. Our Channel 2 Action News photographer was there, camera rolling, as Simon was moved out of Lieutenant Colonel Dahlia Duray's Ellenwood home by order of an intruder affidavit.
Just as I finished renovating, you leisurely moved in like it's yours. No, I was not going to let this go.
It was 1 week ago that Lieutenant Colonel DeRay first reached out to Channel 2. She put her home up for sale while away on Army active duty in Chicago when this convicted criminal moved in, putting up beware of dog signs and cardboard in the windows, claiming he had a lease. DeRay was told by police she would have to take him to court and go through a formal eviction process.
I felt violated. Had I not been serving my country, I would have been in my home.
But this week, DeRay got to see Simon led out of the house in cuffs.
Vincent, your time is up.
It feels good when you can return the home back to their homeowner.
Police found a gun and suspected ecstasy in the home. You can see the giant gun safe Simon had brought in. As a convicted felon, he legally cannot have a firearm.
He attempted to show us the lease. That's not what the law allows.
Normally, showing a bogus lease or even just claiming to have a lease is enough to get a squatter case kicked to a months-long court battle.
You want to have protections of tenants, but you don't want protection of squatters.
DeKalb County Attorney John Ernst has been fighting a similar squatter case for a client since February and says these cases regularly drag on for months with delays both in the courts and with the marshals. His client still isn't back in his home.
It's been 3 months since they were moved in, and we'll probably have at least another month and a half.
But with the sheriff's office bypassing that eviction process, DeRay now has her house back.
I came here with a mission in mind to get him out of my house and put him in jail where he belongs.
And mission accomplished for Lieutenant Colonel DeRay. The attorney we talked to, John Ernst, he's also the mayor of Brookhaven and says he has been looking at this on the public policy side as well, on how to make the process more efficient. Obviously, the DeKalb sheriff stepping in here with that intruder affidavit sped up all of this for Lieutenant DeRay by definitely weeks and likely months, Justin.
Justin Gray, well done. Thank you. Now, there are ways to protect your property from squatters. Some of the easiest things that you can do is to secure all entrances to your property. Also, post signs saying no trespassing. You can hire a property management company to carry out regular home inspections, and they can help you find a desirable tenant to make sure that there are no squatters on your property.
All right. So that's valuable information for landlords. Go and contact your lawyers today. Make sure that their offices are aware of the intruder affidavit. This is a very important form. Pass this information on to other investors and landlords and property managers, real estate agents, everybody that you know deals with properties, rental properties. Pass this information on to them. Intruder affidavit. You can Google it. I went right on the Google and put that in there. And you can put your state in there, Georgia affidavit, Florida affidavit, wherever you live, wherever you reside. This affidavit exists. I was surprised to find that the affidavit exists from as far back as I saw as 2020, the year 2020. Why were we not aware of it then? Because people don't share information like they should a lot of times. And then sometimes we just don't hear the story. So that's why it's very important to share videos like this one and others so that people can get the knowledge that they need so that they would be able to have the tools and resources that they need to get these squatters out of their properties quicker. Now, I am going to do my part by contacting some lawyers and property managers that I know and make them aware of this as well. And I would hope you do the same. Now, there's more to this story. There's more. We got something else I want you to see, because not only did they get him out of the property, which is great, we cheer for that, but you guys, he damaged her property in the process. And this is what I was talking about on my previous videos when I talk about squatters. Go back and check those out on my YouTube channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. These squatters get into people's properties. They damage the properties. Then when they're removed from the properties, they are not held liable for the damages that they do to these property owners' property. There need to be laws in place where the damages that they do, they are responsible for. And the only way we're going to get that is all of us need to get together and start making action. Talking to a police department, talking to attorneys, talking to courts, talking to your local, people in your city, government officials. Talk to these people because we need changes to take place. It's not right that she had just spent over $30,000 renovating her house. And then this guy comes and squats in her house with dogs on top of that. You know, the smell that these animals can leave in your house. And it's so hard to get those nasty dog smells out of your property. Listen, it's not an easy task. Let me run this next video for you guys so that you will see this one. Now, this one is, let's just run this one so y'all can see this. And then I'm going to get in the comments. I haven't forgotten you guys. I'm going to get in the comments after we run this video to show the damages. All right. Let me just add this to the screen and let's go ahead.
Lieutenant Colonel in the Army Reserve, but when she was deployed, she says a squatter moved into her house and filled the place with his stuff. She wasn't about to go down without a fight.
Sheriff's deputies are preparing for what could be a potentially dangerous operation. They're about to raid this woman's house and remove a man she says is a squatter.
The person that's in my house is a career criminal. He has a long rap sheet.
Lieutenant Colonel Delia Dare was on active duty with the Army when she learned from neighbors that a stranger had moved into her house outside Atlanta in early May.
They're going in to remove him.
She recognizes the potential danger.
We don't know what we'll find when they go in.
She watches from the street. Then deputies enter. Out comes the alleged squatter, identified as Vincent Simon. She confronted him.
Vincent, why didn't you leave when I told you to leave?
He was put in cuffs after authorities say they found a firearm and drugs in the house.
Vincent, is there anything you want to say?
The angry homeowner had this message for him as he was placed under arrest.
Vincent, your time is up. Go to jail where you belong. I feel vindicated because he thought I was playing with him.
Now she is about to find out the condition of her house.
Terrible smell. I get a cleaning crew in here. Nails.
It appears the alleged squatter nailed sheets to the molding.
I just painted that.
The living room is a mess.
The walls are damaged. I've got to get the carpet cleaned again.
This was her master bedroom.
What the hell is this? He had no intention of leaving. Marijuana.
She enters the bathroom.
Yuck.
It's hard to believe how much junk was inside, but at least the lieutenant colonel has her house back.
They know how long it takes to get people out of your house, and he was banking on that, but he messed with the wrong one.
Making things worse, Lieutenant Colonel Dare had an offer on the house, but when the prospective buyer heard what happened, they got cold feet and backed out.
All right, you guys. So there you have it. Now you see her house, she had totally remodeled, spent over $30,000 put into her home, her hard-earned money. And this guy just went in there in a matter of weeks, not a month, matter of weeks, and did all this damage to her property. Now get this, guys. She now is responsible for using more of her hard-earned money to fix this place, which looks like it's going to be a lot more than anyone would probably anticipate because, again, like I told you guys, getting the nasty smell out, that's a whole nother process. And all those belongings and stuff that he had in there, it's horrible that this happened. My question is, for you to not have a real place to live for the squatter, why do you have so much stuff? What is going on? I just don't understand that craziness. And they said that there were drugs in the home, and she showed some of the drugs on there. And I'm glad that they got arrested. And I pray that other people who are squatting in these people's properties will also get arrested. I am so happy to see that changes are happening now for landlords. And again, I am not here to say that there are not people who are truly in need and need a place to reside. There are, and we're going to do our best to try and help find resources to and information so that you all will have that to pass on to those people who are in need. This segment that we're talking about right now really deals with the criminal act of it. These people, this guy, you know, come on, you had all this stuff. You could have sold that stuff if you needed, you know, some place to live. He didn't, to me, look like he was, like broke. I mean, that was a designer outfit he had on, with a designer bag, and all these dogs. I just don't understand it. Let me get over here in the comments and say thank you to all of you who are here. Thank you so much, Aaron, for being here. Thank you so much for putting that up. And thank you to TD McCullum for giving that story to me. That I had missed it. I got so busy. But thank you so much, TD. Aaron says, yes, I am so happy she got her home. Yes. I'm grateful. I am so happy she got her home back, and change is going to take place now because of that action. Hey, Greta, how you doing, girl? Hey, girl. Hey, I'm so glad that she got her home back. Fifi said this. She said, I saw this on the news. DeKalb moved fast. So happy for her, for the owner. Now, actually, Fifi, and I'm happy for the owner too. Actually, they don't move fast. DeKalb County does not move fast. What happened in this particular case is the owner, Delia, what she did was she got some information regarding the intruder affidavit, and she was able to use that intruder affidavit, work with the sheriff's office, and have him removed. So DeKalb County, they don't move that fast. We'll just say they don't move fast. That's all I'm going to say. But thank you for the comment as well. All right. So you guys send this video to other people that that are landlords, property owners, real estate agents, all of that. Let them know that we have this information. I'm so glad she got her house back, and I can't wait for other investors to start using this same thing. Y'all get more information on this intruder affidavit. Share with others, okay? Listen, thank y'all so very much for being here. I just wanted to share that real quick. I'm getting ready to get out of here. But if you want to be notified when my next story goes live, you're going to have to click that notification bell on my YouTube channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show, so that you know when I go live with another amazing story. All right. So make sure y'all click that notification bell. Thank y'all so much for viewing. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Also, make sure if you're not a subscriber yet, go ahead and subscribe. It's free, you guys. It's free. And the information is free too. All right. Y'all have a blessed evening, and let's go out here and help some of these people to find real homes, people who are in need, and also to take back the homes from people who are invading on other people's property. All right. Y'all have a blessed evening. We'll be back with another great story. Appreciate y'all. Have a blessed evening. Bye.
A heartfelt thank you to all of our subscribers who joined us for this video. If you have not already subscribed, go to our YouTube channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. Subscribe and click on the notification bell to be alerted whenever we go live. Join our private Juice community. Go to www.thejuicecommunity.com and sign up for free. Join us, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. We have our Money Monday financial series. It is a lunch and learn program at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. Also on Monday, we have our reality series and hot topics at 7 p.m. Wednesdays, we have Bible study at 7:30 p.m. Thursdays, we have church news at 7:30 p.m. We also offer motivational moments, happy marriage lifestyle, news from a godly perspective, movie reviews, as well as our single moms club, Let's Talk Ex-Millennials, and of course, our Cooking with Clovis. Follow us on our podcast channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show Podcast, streaming on all podcast platforms. A great big thank you to our podcast production company, Noye Podcast Productions. They can help you create your own podcast also. Contact them today at houseofnoye.com. Thank you to our sponsor, Custom Apparel Shop. Have them complete your embroidery work and silk screening needs. Do you need a logo created for your fashion apparel or company? Contact Israel Mason today. That is 786-657-7501. Thank you to our main sponsor, Truth and Triumph Ministries. Truth and Triumph Ministries, a ministry that cares about telling people the truth so they can triumph in life. Thank you, Truth and Triumph Ministries, for all you do.